outro because I finally upgraded to the new GarageBand. Like 5 years after it came out.
Sounds like me with my accounting program.
Yeah, and it like it just counts back a little bit and plays a little bit of what you put in there, and you're good. You know, it works pretty well. All right, here we go. Yeah, it's like a quick start, but not everybody else starts.
Oh yeah, I'm so caught off guard.
It's really weird how it's an. I've upgraded to the new garage. Well, the old new garage.
I don't know if upgrade is the right word.
Yeah. I finally started using the other version of GarageBand they put out 5 years ago. So
I was kind of hoping to get to sing the song, but I guess those days are over with the upgrade.
It's like get you pumped for it, you know? Like I just feel like a wet noodle.
Yeah.
I mean, I could play it.
No, it's okay. I am Rob. Are we starting? This is the show?
Yeah, that's
Rob. I'm Rob. I'm Rob.
I'm Michaela.
I'm Michael.
Aww. Are you sure you're not Eeyore?
Yeah, Colleen should be joining us at some point.
Colleen.
She's being
Yay.
It's been a long time since Colleen was here.
Has it? We had brunch with her like I don't know, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, well, that sounds like fun. Did you have waffles or donuts or pancakes?
We did have donuts actually, but we'll save that for later. Yeah. No, we had what did I have? I think I had an omelet or something. I don't know. I can't remember. We were on our way back from South Carolina, so we stopped by and had brunch. Oh, she's coming.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay.
In the appropriate way.
Okay, well that's good.
She's very excited to be joining us.
She's so excited.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty exciting.
Yes.
I can understand.
Well, while we're talking, what are we excited for before we're excited for that? Barb, what's Barb?
I met Barb.
You did?
That was so cool.
Yeah.
Wait, the real one?
The real Barb.
Wait, what's her name? Who stole it?
What? No, I mean from Stranger Things, Barb.
Wasn't Barb the shoplifter lady?
No.
The redhead. No, from Stranger Things.
Nancy's friend, Barb, with the glasses.
Oh, why did I think the mom's name was Barb?
No.
Never mind. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. That explains it. That's why I'm confused. Because I thought it was Winona Ryder.
No, Barb is way cooler than Winona
She's
Ryder.
awesome. Yeah, no, I went to this like small little con in Mohegan Sun, and it was really cool because it was like I'm like getting tired of like the big ones like New York Comic Con. It's just there's so many people and there's waiting line for everything. Like we literally walked in and like we all kind of like the tables were just there. Like I walked right up to Barb, got a picture with her. I was dressed as Dustin. So that, you know, there it wasn't like anyone huge, but like Dean Cain was there. That was pretty cool.
Oh, was he?
He looks exactly the same. And like the guy who plays Iron Fist and you know,
Danny
people
Rand.
here. Yeah, Danny Rand. So yeah, no, it was a cool little event and it was fun. And I met Barb. That was the highlight.
Interesting.
That sounds really awesome. I'm always so excited when I look at your Facebook page because you do the funnest stuff. Like honestly, you really do.
I like to do
and you get
fun
into it, and you know.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Life's
Very
short.
Cool. Say yes.
Short. We're all gonna die.
No, life is short. Say yes, not life is short. We're all gonna die.
Well, I mean, you know, we are, but yeah.
Maybe you.
Yes.
I watched Orphan Black, so I don't know. Maybe we're not all gonna die. I'll talk about that later.
The eclipse is the sign of end times.
The eclipse, yeah. I watched the eclipse at work. It was fine.
It was pretty cool, you know? Didn't it feel pretty awesome? Everybody was doing the same thing at the same time.
It was cool, except it was at least in New York City, it was so goddamn crowded and it was really annoying. Like you literally couldn't even walk on the sidewalk. It was ridiculous.
See, I watched it at work, so it wasn't bad. So
yeah,
I
guess you have
watched
a
it
nice
at home.
Yeah.
view.
Yeah.
It was
Did you
actually-
have special glasses, Mike?
Yeah, I had the glasses, but then it got cloudy for a little bit, which was actually great because you could see a really good silhouette, I guess, of the sun, or the sun coming through the clouds where it wasn't kind of.
Yeah, I liked all the little like crescent slivers that were like appearing on some people's like.
My whole backyard was covered in them.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Trying to figure out how was I going to see it? How was I going to see it? Because I didn't have like glasses or anything. So I was like, and I'm the kind of person that, I'll look at the sun. So just don't, like if they tell me not to, I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. So I was like, I'm just not going to go outside. And then I got all excited and I went out and they were everywhere because under the apple tree, well, the way what the trees do is they serve as like a filter. And so you could see them everywhere. They were so cool. I was like, don't end soon. And to watch it go from one side to the other side was really neat. The light was on one side and it was on the other side.
When I got home, I asked Connor if he checked it out. He's like, it was cloudy.
Here it was really, really clear. It was a beautiful day. And it was like 9:30, 10:30 in the morning when it happened.
Yeah, I think it was like 2:45 here. So
and it was so
Colleen.
bright. Colleen!
Nope, not yet.
Nope.
We can see her smiling face.
Oh, so I want to talk about TED Talks real quick.
Okay.
What the fuck are these things? They're the biggest fucking thing, stupid ass garbage things I've ever seen.
People love them, and they're supposed to be really smart.
God, it is such horseshit. Hello.
Hi.
I made it.
Yay!
I'm sorry,
Is
guys.
he peacefully asleep or sort of asleep?
Oh no, he's not even close to being asleep. Unfortunately, as you'll hear on the next broadcast, I have no doubt that my child loves me very much. He just, I'm a very bad mom. He has less than zero respect for me. He does not listen to me. He does not take my threats seriously. He does not give two shits. I could ask him something 17 times and he will literally shake his head no and go about his day. And then Jay can ask him to do it and he'll do it within a second. So that's...
I don't think that makes you a bad mom.
It doesn't make me a great mom. It doesn't make me a great mom. I don't know anybody else that has the problems in which their child literally is like, haha, no, and then does what the other parent has to say. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it's been a rough 2 days. No. It's just been me and him for 2 days. So
it's definitely not just you. That I can assure you.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, in this household, I feel like definitely the much lesser of two parents. Because I guarantee you, if Jay was home, he would have been asleep at 8:30 when I started this process.
Wow. That would have been impressive.
Anyway, hey guys.
Hi.
Hey, if it's any consolation,
Welcome.
it's still only 6:30 here, so you're well ahead of schedule.
Well, that's good.
That's good.
I'm hoping by the time I get back in there, he'll be asleep. Yeah. I told him if he got out of bed tonight, as I was leaving, I said, if you get out of this bed, I'm going to take it to me. Because when Jay's not here, he sleeps in my room. And because, it's a king size bed, so who cares? And it makes him comfortable. But I was like, if you get out of this bed when I'm in the living room, then I'm going to take it to me that you want to sleep by yourself in your room all night long. So take that with a grain of salt. So if I disappear and you hear screeching in the background, it's because he's getting locked in his own room.
Oh.
Anyway, hi. Sorry.
When do you get back up? When does backup arrive?
Tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Yes.
So hello. I hope. Can you get a glass of wine?
Anyway.
Are you allowed to have a glass of wine or anything?
No, you have to be responsible.
I could, but I ran in here so quickly because I knew I was late that I had pink lemonade from before and I threw an ice cube in it and was like, still good.
Flush some vodka in there and let's go, honey. I'm such a bad influence. Don't listen to me. I have no children.
You say that like it's bad when people with children drink.
No,
just
I mean,
kidding.
who am I to say? Anyway, so we were just talking about the eclipse briefly, and Michael was wondering, what the shit is the point of TED Talks? I think that's where we were, right?
Yeah. So yeah, because I don't know. I stumbled down this stupid rabbit hole yesterday because I was looking up some stuff on training for like ultra marathons and all that. And of course, I found there was a TED Talk about hacking them, of course, because why could it be anything normal? Because it's some fuckhead from Silicon Valley he's hacked how to train. And I watched it for like 5 minutes. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how do people watch these? And
People pay hundreds of dollars to get into those things.
yeah, then I watched like 2 minutes of another one, and it was the same goddamn thing. It was like the same presentation, just a different person.
They really are formatted. I think they have a very specific amount of time, and I think I get the feeling they're pretty heavily coached on delivery.
It's complete nonsense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
some of them are good. I mean, I've watched some of
that
them that
I've
have been very
seen
interesting.
aren't terrible. But yeah, I agree. A lot of them are a bunch of people like jerking themselves off about how great they are and how they can teach you things.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I've only seen 3 and maybe 1 or 2 minutes.
Ever?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, ever.
Oh. Back when they first started, they had some pretty good ones back when it was like a new format and everything.
Yeah, I feel like
feel
it used to be good.
I watched them then, yeah. I feel like maybe I watched a few back then, I have to admit. But I feel like now.
Yeah, back in like 07 or whenever it was.
Yeah, whenever the hell they started, yeah.
Sounds like a big circle jerk now, basically.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. That's what it was like. Yeah, it was bizarre.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of stumbled across them and it didn't do anything for me. But I don't know, that's all I was excited about. I'm going on vacation.
Let's go back to some of the ones from 07, rewatch the ones about technology and see how right or wrong they were. Right?
Oh, that's a great idea, actually.
So you're going to Disney again, Mike?
Yeah.
Shocking surprise.
I feel like that's what you say every time we have a show.
Yeah, I feel like that's every other show. Pretty much.
Connor's going to be like, okay, kids, it's time to go to Disney. Dad, can't we go somewhere else? No, kids, there's only Disney. See, look, this is the heritage you're giving your child. This is what's gonna happen.
He's spoiled. He goes everywhere.
I'm just kidding.
He's so jaded, it's ridiculous.
It's all that once upon a time he's seen.
I was like, do you want to go to the air show? He's like, nah, it's all right.
He didn't watch the eclipse. He doesn't care.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, whatever. He sat front row at Wicked. He was like, it's okay.
Tough critic, this kid.
He is.
Yeah.
He did hang up on. Oh, God, did I tell you this? He hung up on us when Renee and I were driving back.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Driving back from Myrtle Beach, we said, "Oh, we're stopping to see Colin, Jay, and Zach," and he hung up on us because he wasn't there. So there are some things that he actually cares about. We're both on the phone. We're like,
we are pretty cool.
Yeah, we're like, did he just hang up on us?
Wow. So, are you back in his good books now, or are you still working your way in?
He's on vacation. He's been sitting in a recliner for 2 days playing the new Uncharted. So,
if he lived down here, he would have been back at school for a week.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, he doesn't go back.
Early the kids down there start. That's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of places start early.
And halfway through the week.
Yeah, I think the Northeast, because in New York, everything starts right after Labor Day.
Yep, same. Yeah. He doesn't start till the 8th.
I think that's Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying he doesn't start till the 8th.
That sounds about right. I think that. Oh, okay. See, I used to think that the northeastern part of the United States was like the rule, because wherever you come from, you think that that's like the only way of life until you experience life elsewhere.
Yep.
And it wasn't until I got down here and realized that that was kind of more of the exception. Mm-hmm. Like everybody else seems to start school so much earlier.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah.
When they do year-round school down here too. So the the first and second, like, you know, some of the tracks, because you have 4 tracks, as 3 are in school at a time, and some of the tracks start as early as the week after. 3 of the tracks start the week after 4th of July.
Wow.
Which I know. So I'm kind of like, I really want to get into year-round school, but I also am like, fuck, we have to make sure we can go to Comic-Con every year. So there's only like one specific track that we can get into. Otherwise, Zach's going to miss the first week of school every year.
Yeah, that would be a mess. Yeah. I mean, it's not the first couple of years. It's not bad. Well, actually, the first year would be bad because, like, yeah, but yeah, missing that time early on isn't bad. But then when they start getting a lot of work and all, it's like different, you know.
Yeah. Well, my bosses, they went to fuck. I can't see. I rushed in here in like such a tizzy that I didn't even take a breath to like compose myself that I can't think. They went on this cruise, this like 10-day cruise through like Croatia and the Baltics or whatever. That's like the same area, right?
Yeah.
And Germany. They did this whole big tour, and her kids were going to miss, they were in school for like 3 days, and then they were going to miss the next week and a half of school, which happened to be like the first 2 weeks of school. And they had to write all these essays and stuff to get them to be excused absences. And in the end, out of the like 6 days of school or 7 days of school they missed, they only got 5 of them as excused. Like they would not excuse the 2 travel days.
Oh, wow.
So those had to count as unexcused absences, which you only get a certain amount of each year, which I think is like 10 down here, because my boss was like, oh my God, if they don't get any of them excused, then for the whole rest of the year, they can only be out for 3 days. It was something like that. But anyway.
Yeah, because when we go away at Thanksgiving, that's not excused. That's like 3 days not excused, which and they're like half days. So I'm like, you know, come on. They're not doing anything Thanksgiving week anyway.
That's very true. They should get like excused half days, but whatever.
Yeah. That is what it is. They should go year round so we don't have to deal with this.
Yeah, but then you have to make lunches year round. Well, then again, you don't have to worry about as much daycare too. So,
yeah.
I guess it balances
that's
really as a parent, right?
Yeah, you gotta.
That's the beauty of it too.
Yeah,
it's daycare.
We're pretty lucky. He can just sit home, but you know, that's not for everyone.
They have down here. They have these things called track out camps, and you know they're everywhere down here. The school districts run them. The city of Raleigh. I think it's the city of Raleigh runs the ones as well. There's private ones like the Raleigh Iceplex. Their day camp thing during the year, it's a track out camp. So, you know, kids can go there for 3 weeks at a time in between schools. So there's privately owned ones, like camps and whatever. So there's definitely plenty of options. And instead of having to fill up, 3 months in the summer, 2.5 months in the summer, you just have to figure out what you're going to do during those 3 weeks throughout the year. And it's cool if you can, like, Mike, imagine going to Disney at a completely off time because your kids have 3 random weeks off in, like, I don't know, February.
That would be great. I used to do that before school. Because let me tell you, traveling at Easter break sucks. Everything is like flights are crazy expensive everywhere. It sucks. It pins you down. But they'll never change it here because everything is so tied to people going down the shore for the entire summer. Like there's that whole
right.
Yeah.
The Hamptons crowd, but it's the Jersey Shore crowd.
Same thing. Yep.
Not quite the same thing.
Well, yeah. Well, no, it depends on the town. Every town is different. There's that. But
okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, you got your Jersey Shore towns. They're up north, and then there's one down south. But I don't go to those towns.
I have literally never been to the Jersey Shore.
You're missing out. I don't know. Not really.
Not really.
I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway, so what's the difference? All beaches are disgusting.
Mm.
They're filthy.
No, they're fun. I like beach bathrooms are disgusting.
Oh God, yeah. Well, yeah, it's hot. You're like in flip flops.
The floor is always wet.
Yeah, like it.
Ooh, yeah.
God. Ugh.
And you're like, I hope that better be water. But
Yeah.
it might not, but it's probably not.
It's just, I don't know. And then salt water and everything's just disgusting. And there's sand everywhere and it gets all over you. And like you can't eat, you can't drink. I don't know. It's all disgusting.
Right.
Let's go to the pool. I think we went to the beach one day this year, one day last year.
But it's so much easier to avoid the pee in the ocean than in the pool.
It's true. I tried to go to the beach last week, but they were filming.
Oh, what were they filming?
Ooh.
The Crossing, it was called. It's a new show. I posted about it in the group.
I've heard of that, but I've never seen it.
No, I don't think it's even on yet. They had a full, who's in it? Nobody we know. Nobody famous. Steve Zahn. That's the most famous person in it.
Steve Zahn.
And they had a whole like fair set up, like a carnival.
Yeah.
On the walkway between where I get my fish and chips and where I go to the beach. And I was like, dude, get out of my way. It's fish and chips on the beach day. But no. There was no parking, so I left. I was very sad. I'll try again next week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm looking at this, and I think this is familiar because weren't they plugging this at Comic-Con or something, Mike? It looks very familiar.
It's about refugee Americans going to other countries, trying to find their refugees.
Yeah,
of a war-torn country called America.
Yeah, I think they were plugging that a bit. I remember the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably saw
me
stuff on it.
Oh, I bet you it was on a bus, and it was so subliminal that it did such a great job that we don't even really remember where we saw it.
True. That's
back in the pedicab.
Yeah. No, we didn't come across
that too.
Cabs this year, I don't think.
I was just kind of wondering.
But then again, we didn't really.
We didn't wander out that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say we never really crossed the street.
No.
Been there, done that. No, but so I asked the guy who was doing. I said, "It's like the beach open. Can I go and have fish and chips?" And he's like, "Yeah, no problem. I'm just keeping the filming crew out of the parking lot." And I was like, "There is no parking. You're kidding yourself." So I was most perturbed. But it was, what are you gonna do? Lots of people got jobs out of the deal, I'm sure. I'll have fish and chips.
Yeah.
Got to support the local filming economy. So that was in the same place where they filmed Once Upon a Time. That they were filming.
Oh, they were filming where they filmed Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, and that's the same place they did the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
The movie.
Yeah.
It was a pretty solid
Which
movie.
I wanted to see, and I never got to see it. Is it out on DVD yet, or iTunes yet, or whatever?
It's gotta be out, I would think, right?
Yeah, pretty sure it's out. Yeah.
So I guess the bottom line is if you want to watch The Crossing, you can, but you just remember, no fish and chips.
They fucked with Michaela's beach.
They fucked with my fish and chips and beach day. I had a blanket and everything in the Superman bag that I'd made, a reusable shopping bag out of a Superman t-shirt. I was ready to go to the beach. Bastards. Anyway, don't watch The Crossing. That's what I'm saying. No. Anyway, let's move on from that. Music, Kesha. Yeah, Kesha.
Yeah, so on my drive to Myrtle Beach, I listened to the new Kesha and I listened to Dear Evan Hansen soundtrack. Both very good. I enjoyed the Kesha.
I listened to a little bit of Evan Hansen, and it's only a couple of songs, and it seems quite sweet.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I listened to it a couple times on the drive.
He's so talented. Like, holy shit, he's talented. What's his doodle? I can't remember his name.
I don't know. I don't know who did Dear Evan Hansen.
Oh, do you know did you watch Pitch Perfect?
No.
The movie Pitch Perfect?
Nope.
Oh, well, that won't help then. That probably won't help at all.
Yeah, no. I enjoyed both of them.
Did anybody watch Pitch Perfect? No? Just me? Really? It's a good movie. Watch it.
I've seen the first one.
Yeah, the first one. He's in the first one. He's the magician, the nerdy best friend.
Oh, okay.
That's who plays Adam Hansen. And he's just amazing. But yeah, so Michael, you've heard it more than me, so go ahead and tell us all about it.
No, that's it. Just enjoyed it.
And what did you like about the new Kesha album?
There's just a bunch of different styles on there, so it was interesting at least.
She just, I have to say that Pray song that everybody's all gaga for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like it.
I don't really like it either. It's a bit too screechy.
I don't remember that one. I remember Woman. I like that one. It's very loud.
We played some of it on the broadcast last night. That Woman song.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah. I thought it was fun, I would say. I don't know if fun is the right word.
Sing us a little bit, Michael, and we'll decide.
I don't know. I don't even remember it right now. I just remember.
I'm a motherfucking woman. That's how.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hashtag motherfucking woman.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah. I only know this because I listened to it literally 24 hours ago, but
I listened to it a week ago, so it's kind of left me a little bit. Actually, 2 weeks ago. When did I get Myrtle Beach? 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Week and a half ago, whatever it was.
Cool.
Speaking of women, though, I watched What Happened to Monday, a Netflix original film.
Okay. Is Monday a person?
It is a person. It's what's her name? How do you say her name? Numi Rapace or Naomi? Rapace?
Oh, yeah.
From
Naomi, something like that.
Yeah, it's Numi.
Yeah, Numi, I believe. Girl with Dragon Tattoo. She plays 7 different characters. It's a good little sci-fi movie on Netflix, I would say. Definitely worth watching. I enjoyed it. It's like I would say the same. I would put it as similar quality to Snowpiercer.
It's got an interesting cast.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I didn't think that was like the greatest thing ever made. So
no, I didn't.
No, I didn't
but
either.
I
and
it was good.
I thought, okay, so Snowpiercer was not my kind of movie.
Mm-hmm.
So keeping that in mind, I appreciated it for what it was and could recognize it as a decent movie, even though it wasn't quite my taste.
Yeah,
exactly. You can appreciate the creative or the artistry of it, but you don't have to necessarily go, yeah, that's my thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But this has Glenn Close and Willem Dafoe in it.
Yes, it does. It's mostly her, though. I mean, because she's playing 7 different characters, so it's obviously mostly her. But it's not the same as.
Does she play each day of the week?
Yes, actually. But it's a spoiler.
Colleen can write this shit. I mean, come on.
That's kind of a spoiler as to why, and I won't get too much into it. But
high five, Colleen.
But it's a good. I enjoyed it, and I'm not a big sci-fi person, but I enjoyed it quite a bit. And this is pretty much like dystopian future sci-fi kind of stuff, you know.
Well, we know how well I do with dystopia. There's still 7 Handmaid's Tales on my PVR.
Oh, I haven't started.
Oh, it's
I
such a
gotta
good
watch
show.
it.
I need to finish that.
Yeah, I gotta start it.
I'd rather watch something that makes me happy.
Yeah, that's all.
You know?
Ooh. Speaking of, not makes you happy, but drama is coming in that Taylor Swift has a new album coming out.
Oh, I just saw that.
No.
I'm so excited
she
that
had
I'm
sex
gonna
with
get
since her last album.
A whole bunch of people. I don't know.
All right.
Well, Hiddleston.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna get a song about Hiddleston.
Wasn't that the weirdest relationship?
No, that's coming.
That was the weirdest.
Calvin Harris.
Oh, that's going to be.
Harris thing.
I think that might just be the Calvin Harris album, quite frankly.
And that would be fun. And she has the what's it called? The Kim Kardashian Kanye West fight that went down since then.
Oh God, yeah, that's right.
So, and she's been putting all the snake imagery up because Kim Kardashian created the snake symbol emoji, being symbolizing Taylor.
Oh God.
I never thought that it would be possible that I would be cheering for Kim Kardashian with something, but you got to appreciate somebody that actually pulls out receipts on somebody else.
people all just need to do a lot more charity work. Like, honestly, they just have way too much time and way too much money. And like, how
Taylor Swift does do a lot of charity work. I'll give her that.
Well, she does. She does a lot of
She
nice
does.
things for her fans. Like, I don't know how does she does a lot. I don't know about her charity work, but I've seen her do lots of stuff for fans.
She just donated money to the, what's her name? The real life Olivia Benson. She just donated a whole bunch of money to her foundation that helps get like rape kids tested and counseling for sexually abused women. Awesome. What's her Mariska Haggerty's foundation, whatever that's called.
Okay.
Mariska Hargitay.
That's the best name. Not quite sure how you're gonna say it, so it's coming out.
Well, you know.
I love words. You know, I really do love them a lot. It's not my fault.
Mm, mm, mm.
And more things in my life keep referring back to Harry Potter. It's ridiculous. Like, I can't see the word Flavel without thinking Nicholas Flamel. You know, that's not right. That's not right. He's obsession.
I find that perfectly acceptable.
Yeah. No, Harry Potter's pretty much like the center of everything, really. It all leads back to that.
Fantastic Beasts is available on demand right now, so I've got a copy of it. It's definitely not my favorite at all.
Yeah, see, I watched it kind of buzzed, so I don't really remember a lot of it.
It's the best way to watch things. So how many bottles of wine would you give that movie, Colleen? How many glasses of wine? Remember we used to do that back in the day?
Yeah, but I don't remember. Because we went to dinner at a nice restaurant, and then I think the problem, it wasn't a problem. The problem was there were cocktails at dinner, and then I went to the movie theater and then promptly had a beer at the movie theater. And it was like, oh, it's been like 45 minutes, an hour since, in between. I could mix. And it wasn't that I was sick or anything. It just, put me over the edge where I was like kind of buzzing by the middle of the movie. And then by the end of the movie, I was like, wait, what just happened? Why is Johnny Depp here?
Yeah.
That said, I remember not hating it.
Yeah, it was fine. I thought it was enjoyable enough. I wish Depp wasn't in it. That would have been helpful.
Spoilers.
Yeah, well.
It's only been out a year, or whatever.
He's been in the. Well, no, we're not. He's been in.
No, I'm just kidding.
He was in the trailers. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
He looked so distorted at the end there. It was so weird. Why did he look so distorted?
Yeah, I don't know. Recast.
He had weird colored eyes, and his hair was white, and he looked like someone had stuck a bicycle pump up his ass. Blown it up a few hundred times.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I could have done with that.
I'm trying to
think. He had like alcoholic bloat.
Well, I think that's just natural. But
yeah.
You can't play a pirate for 20 years and not get alcoholic bloat.
True.
True that. Has it really been 20 years? Because that would be depressing.
Since what?
Actually, it's got to have been close to that.
Probably 15.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's probably about 15 years at least.
Yeah,
That's
at
terrifying.
least. Let's see. Is it The Curse of the Black Pearl? That was 2003. So it's 15 years next year.
Wow.
So babies, let's put this in perspective. Babies that were born the year that came out are starting high school.
Yeah.
Now.
That's crazy.
And they've never known a world without Johnny Depp playing a pirate.
Does Orlando Bloom work?
I don't think so.
He doesn't.
I think he
has
fucks
a really
Katy Perry
big
a lot.
penis. Yeah, he just has a really big penis. That's his whole job.
Is that his
Women throw money at him when he walks down the street.
Flop, flop, flop.
Oh, God.
That's true. I have to give it to Michaela. He definitely has a big penis.
How like everyone knows this?
Well, because he did flash it quite publicly on the back of a paddleboard.
Picture?
Yeah.
The what?
Katy Perry was
The
sitting on the
naked
front of the
canoe?
paddleboard, and he was on his knees paddling behind her with nothing on.
Oh.
Yeah, totes naked.
Google that.
It was even at his birthday party. Like they
jeez.
made like this big thing of it. I
Uh,
mean, celebrate, you know.
That's interesting.
According to IMDb, Orlando Bloom.
How big is it? Does it say?
In my pants.
I don't think it's height,
Was
but
was in the latest Pirates of the Caribbean that came out this year.
Oh yeah, I guess it was. Yeah. I didn't see it, but I think I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, and he was also he's in some other stuff that's in post production. So
well, there you go. Good for him. Good for him. He's working. So.
Good for him.
Was he
handsome, talented, big penis?
Was he in Alien Covenant?
He was not. He was not in Alien Covenant because I just watched that movie.
How was it?
And here's my review. Meh.
So we should all run out and watch that.
That's all I have to. It's really just it just sums it up. Honestly, it just meh.
So is it about aliens that are witches? Is it about which aliens that are witches?
No. That would be
no. The Covenant is the name of the ship, correct?
Yeah.
Or the crew.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a coven, not a covenant. Sorry, I was all confused. I was like, do they wear pointy hats and ride on brooms? I don't get it.
It's actually a coven.
Jeez, God no.
Some people look at that.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like started out as like a sequel to whatchamacallit? Prometheus.
Prometheus.
I actually like Prometheus. So this is kind of like a semi-sequel, semi-prequel to Alien. And just, I don't know. It's just meh. Really. It just wasn't great.
Well, let's not watch it.
I watched the honest trailer for it.
That's probably all you really need, yeah.
I think so. Sometimes I do think that is all you need. But Danny McBride is in it, right?
Yeah.
And people thought it was going to be a serious movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he was fairly serious.
Yeah, he wasn't. He didn't play jokey, right?
Nah, not really.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Michael, do you have to actually wrestle the controllers off of Connor to play Uncharted?
I haven't even yet. Connor's. I can't even review it because I played. The problem is Uncharted is a story-based game. It's very linear, and I'm not hopping in the middle of it. So he's until he's done, I have no idea. It's the latest one. Was it Legacy or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have had Connor on a review.
He was down here looking for his phone that he lost. Speaking of that, he lost his phone as we were leaving the hotel, leaving San Diego. That was fun.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Then he got
Did you ever find it?
Yes. Thankfully, somebody turned it in to security.
Wow.
Oh, that's lucky.
And then I had to replace it just recently because he had an iPhone 5 and the battery was expanding and pushing the glass up.
Oh, that's concerning.
Yeah, it's apparently bad.
Oh.
So
it's apparently bad. Did you get that with your science degree?
Yeah. So, well, he was stuck in Myrtle Beach when that happened, so he had to drive all the way home without it. So.
Oh no! Did he have to look at the view?
No, he had to listen to my parents for 10 hours. So.
Oh no!
Serves him right.
Yeah, on my iPhone, the same. Like the battery started dying at 45%, and I was like, "All right, fine."
I've replaced the battery in my 6.
I didn't know you could do that.
You just take it to the store. It's like $75. Yeah.
It's $90.
Is it?
And it is. And I just got a new phone because it was still under whatever.
So it's $200 in Canada.
Yeah.
You had the warranty, I guess.
Woo. Yeah, I had the warranty, but Jay's was out of warranty when he swapped his out in Chicago last year, I think, and it was $90.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which actually, when I was in London, it's the same in London as well. Because when I was in London, these two dudes were talking, and they had come into the store, and they were like an older couple. I would say probably mid to early 60s. I would say maybe early 60s. And they were arguing about, charging the phone versus getting a new battery or something like that. And the guy was like, well, one of them was like, well, I think that it's only such and such pounds, and they were converting it. And he was like, oh, that would be $30. And I was like, excuse me, I don't mean to listen in, but I'm trying to charge my phone, and it's, taking a while, so I'm listening to you guys. And I just happen to know that it's $90 to get a new battery. So they were like, well, I don't know about that, but thanks, but no thanks. And we're going to find somebody to ask. So they asked it. And then they actually came back to me like 10 minutes later and were like, yeah, you're right. It was $90. And I was like, booyah.
We had to have
That's
a
my
man
sister.
confirm it for us, but thanks.
They were nice dudes, but
I'm just
clearly they were like, look, little girl. Maybe in America it was $90, but
men. Worst.
Yeah.
Okay, so television?
Oh, wait, I forgot to put one on there quickly. It ended. Broadchurch ended. It was so good. The final season was so good.
How many seasons are there?
3. Watch them. Second one's a little sloppy.
Do I have to watch?
No.
Do I have to watch anything else?
What do you mean? Any of the other seasons?
No. If I wanted to just watch Broadchurch.
Oh,
No,
yeah, you can, yeah.
Yeah, you can just hop into that.
It's its
Okay,
own,
'cause
it's
I
its
didn't
own
know-
series.
Okay, I didn't know if it tied into any of the other like Doctor Who-y kind of things.
Oh no! It's like a crime show.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with Doctor Who.
Yeah, no.
What's the one that's like Doctor Who? That's like the spin-off.
Oh, The Class. That only lasted 1 season.
Which was too bad.
No,
What?
you're thinking of Torchwood, aren't you?
Thank you. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Broadchurch has one of the doctors in it.
Torch.
Yeah. No, Torchwood's wacky in the first season. Then the second season changes a little bit. The third season's amazing, and then the fourth season is complete and utter shit.
Ugh. Did you know that the world is just a
Wait,
big
we're talking about Torchwood?
Yeah, that was Torchwood. Broadchurch is
Okay.
3 series. There is a few Doctor Who people in it. Actually, the new Doctor is in it. Doctor is in it, and Rory is in it. But it has nothing to do with Doctor Who. It's
Rory Gilmore?
No, Rory from Doctor Who. We have different Rory. Funny enough, I saw what's his name who played Rory in New York doing Once on off Broadway or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, he was very good actually. He was
Cool.
in it. But no, Broadchurch is very good. You should watch it. It's 3 seasons / series. And the middle one's gets a little wonky, a little lost in itself, but the characters are all good, and the third one's really good.
The first season I
Where
really
can I
enjoyed.
acquire this?
The first 2 seasons I think are on Netflix or something like that. They should be online available.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not light. It's definitely a crime.
Yeah,
drama.
it's good though. It's good. David Tennant's accent gets a little.
Oh, I'm looking at this. Oh, this show. This show was made into. Wasn't there
it was an
American version?
Yeah, it sucked. It only lasted 1 season.
I think I watched that.
The American version had what's her name
This
from Breaking Bad? Anna Gunn. And David Tennant was in it doing an American accent, which was weird.
Yes.
The acting in the first season is amazing, though.
Yeah, he does not do an American accent in Broadchurch.
Thank goodness.
Thank God.
Okay. Yeah. I now that completely Grace Point.
Grace Point was the name of it. Yes. Okay. Correct.
Okay, it also starred David Tennant. Now this is all being brought back to me.
Yeah, Broadchurch. I'm not gonna spoil, but the endings are slightly different in the 2 shows. So, of the first.
Oh, that's fine. I remember watching this show, but I barely remember how it ended or anything like that.
No, Broadchurch is worth watching.
Okay.
It's worth it. It's very
okay.
the characters are very good. They
This
kind of
is-
grow together over the 3 seasons. So
Okay, yeah, this is all coming back to me now.
Do you know what else David Tennant was in besides Broadchurch? He was in Jessica Jones, and she is in The Defenders.
yes,
Anybody else watching? The
And he's
Defenders?
going to be in Jessica Jones season 2.
yeah,
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I still have to catch up on.
Jessica.
I wanted to catch up.
Jessica.
Okay, go, Rob.
So I wanted to catch up on
I'll mute myself.
I wanted to catch up on Daredevil and Luke Cage first before watching it. Just I don't know, just to kind of complete those. I wasn't gonna watch Iron Fist because I heard meh things.
yeah.
So,
It's meh.
but at least wanted to finish those other two. But I am excited for Defenders. How is it so far?
Well, I've only seen the first episode, so they're just like kind of literally introducing people a little bit, bringing everybody together. So far so good. We'll see. I don't know how they're going to, like, I think I said this last time before that I even saw it, how they're going to do all these different fight, because Iron Fist is so slow. Like, it's like he's dipped in molasses compared to Daredevil. You know, you got Daredevil, like these super awesome fight scenes, and then I don't know, Iron Fist.
I thought Jessica Jones was slow until midway through. Once they go to her childhood house is when I think the series picked up.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like the fighting styles are so different. Like Iron Fist, the fighting in that series compared to Daredevil was like they were completely different teams doing them. You know, so we'll see how it goes.
You would think that would have been Iron Fist should have been like the coolest fighting, theoretically, but
Huh.
Michael's gonna hate the first episode though because one of his favorite characters is in it.
I'm I'm probably
Who?
gonna watch it because I never even got to the second season of Daredevil or obviously Iron Fist or.
I'm wondering if you need to even watch those first though.
Yeah, I've heard you can just hop in and out. So
yeah, Claire would know. She's seen the whole thing.
I'm just.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
I'm kind of like I don't know
Mm.
on the whole Marvel Netflix thing.
fair
I
enough.
can't believe I took this one out.
There's so many. I'm interested for Punisher actually. I like to see.
Yeah.
Like what's his name? He's good.
Punisher's kind of like when Punisher showed up in Daredevil's kind of where I stopped watching, and it wasn't because I wasn't enjoying it. So it just, I don't know. It just kind of fell off my radar of things. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure I'll catch it at some point.
I think they need to shorten their seasons too.
No, how many episodes are they? Do you know?
Well, like what was the
12
date?
or 10?
Like 10 or 12?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, tell it to me
I don't
shorter.
remember. I very much enjoyed Luke Cage.
I did too. I really liked it. I just wish
Yeah.
I had stuck with the original villain through the whole thing because he's a way better actor than the guy they went with for the.
I love the original villain. I was so bummed when.
Yeah, that kind of, and even if they had, spoilers, even in, if they killed him off and just stayed with her as a villain,
Mm-hmm.
what's his name who came in, that just didn't work for me as much. But I really like Luke Cage.
Yeah, I agree, and I said it on this show at the time. It was just like the second guy wasn't as scary as the first guy, and I was like, "He's the one-up villain." Nuh-uh.
Yeah, he was just well. I just think the actor is just so much better that it's what's his name? Just oh God, I can't remember his name. Freaking
the dude from
that movie that won
Remy from. Isn't he Remy in House of Cards?
I don't watch House of Cards. I don't like Kevin Spacey. I have very specific.
Well, I can't say House of Cards has been like, awesome since season 1, but how many seasons are there? 4, 5?
Something like that, yeah.
I'm like in the middle of one of them. Okay, so Luke Cage's, it's Mahershala Ali.
Mahershala Ali. That's it. Yeah. He's incredible. just incredible.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
He's been in a ton of stuff too.
yeah.
He has
He's just a
House
great.
of Cards,
Yeah.
for example.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah. I remember hearing that. Yeah, I like.
And he's a pretty handsome looking dude.
I'll probably get into Defenders because I liked the first Daredevil. I liked Jessica Jones quite a bit. It's probably my favorite one. And then Luke Cage quite a bit.
Go lay down. Sorry. I have a 90-pound harasser.
I'm trying to.
Sorry.
Wait, nothing wrong with. Oh, Stryker. That's the bad guy as the season went on.
Snake Eyes or whatever his name. No, Snake Eyes. Diamondback. Snake Eyes.
No, Snake Eyes is not Snake Eyes.
What's his name?
Shades.
Shades.
Yeah. Who I love that guy, Theo Rossi.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was in. Was it Sons of Anarchy? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Diamondback just.
I never finished watching that series. I don't know why.
I haven't seen a lot of it. I watched the first season maybe, but just.
I watched all of it, but the last season.
Oh really?
Yes.
That happens.
Don't know. Yeah. I felt they were going to a weird place. I didn't feel like going.
Yeah, I mean, you just fall off of it. It's like, whatever.
Yeah.
It's only a TV show.
So Jason Bateman, who was probably my first boyfriend, he's doing this show now called The Ozark.
Is it just a Breaking Bad ripoff?
Ish. It is ish. Yeah. I think a lot of people want to put that on it so that they can frame it that way. I've seen only the first episode, so that's all I have to say about it.
Well, I like
but
that.
The first episode, you're like, God, this is a little bit boring. And then all of a sudden it ceases to be boring.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm looking forward. I actually want to go see the next episode. Like, let's go already and watch it. So not the show personally.
Oh, well, we know what you're doing later.
I'm going to be forced to watch. No, I don't have to watch Big Brother first. Just going to sit down and watch that. Yeah. Oh, God, we got back into Big Brother this year. Rob has a podcast fault. God. I want my summer back. And it's the worst season of Big Brother, like in the history of Big Brother. And I'm like, God. Dave and I wake up every morning at 6 o'clock. We sit down and we watch the overnight feeds, and then we like argue. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore.
No way. Do you really?
This is fucking terrible.
No
I don't even want to do this. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because he's like, you always say Paul's a scumbag. And I'm like, dude, they're all fucking scumbags. They wouldn't be in this house putting their whole lives on TV for 3 months for $500,000 if they weren't like that kind of person, right?
Yeah, that's the other thing about it is it's only $500,000.
Yeah. And I mean, you're screwing some guy on TV every night for $500,000. Like, what are you doing? You know, like there's one couple in the house, and every single night they're having sex on. They think nobody's watching. Like, what are you doing? Have some self-respect, man. But
yes,
you know, on both of their parts, and it's so gross. Anyway, I'm just turned inside out about Big Brother this year because it's so awful and ugly, and they're being really mean and bullyish and terrible. And I'm sad I picked it up again, and I should have just stuck with Survivor. So. Damn you, Raps. Rob has a podcast, whatever it's called. Raps. Yeah, Rahap. Yeah. So Ozark, yes, check it out. Good. The first episode is a little bit shocking and fun. And then Orphan Black made me sad. Is anybody else seen? You haven't seen the rest of it, have you, Rob?
No.
It's over.
No.
It's over.
I actually have
Honest to
2
God.
seasons to watch.
Wow. I'll tell you what. Me and a couple of glasses of wine and this show, I was sitting on the couch. Dave just handed me the remote and a box of Kleenex and walked out of the room. Because he knew that I was just going to lose my shit the entire... Like, this show literally would, like, have me yelling at the TV on a regular basis, cheering for people, screaming at people, crying my eyes out, and no show has affected me like that since Buffy. Like, Buffy always made me cry, you know, and it was, if I rewatch Buffy, especially the body, like sobbing my eyes out, you know. And Orphan Black, it is so smart, and it's all about women and their right to their reproductive health and their ownership of their own bodies and all of this, like the eugenics and all of it, and trying to carry on life for as long as possible. And, you know, it really taps into a lot of really cool, interesting conversations. But at the same time, it really is just a story about a family and a group of sisters, you know, and it was awesome. The ending was so well done. I have never had a series end, and I've been so happy with the way that it ended. It was perfect.
Wow, that's high
really good.
praise.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
I cried my eyes out. And then the next day I rewatched it and I cried my eyes out again. So if you, I mean, I've gone on about her from Black enough on this show that if you're not watching it yet, you know, what else can I say? But it's so good. And the fact that I don't even think she got nominated for an Emmy this year. Tatiana Maslany. And she's just, I think that girl is really going to go places.
Yeah, I really hope she gets some awesome roles. Now this is over.
Yeah, she's so good. She's so talented. And her and the guy that plays Felix, when you hear them talk, and all of the cast, they just seem like really nice, incredibly good people. You know, they're not arrogant. They're not like a-holes in any way. They're just like real people, and they're really funny. So I really like this show. Anyway, Game of Thrones. Anybody?
Yeah, wow, everybody. I think it's been really good. I mean, things are kind of going in just kind of, you know, fast mode, and things are just accelerating. But we have one more left for the season.
Let's spoil it. Can we just spoil it?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, we all
are all four of us caught up? Yeah, we're all good.
Yeah,
we're all caught up, but I don't know. Mike and I might bring the tone down a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're excited about the world's dumbest fucking plan ever created.
Oh no, that plan is stupid.
So
like, why the shit? What a stupid fucking plan. Honestly, that's a ridiculous plan.
Ridiculous plan.
The problem is it's overshadowing everything because it's still going on.
Yeah, it was so dumb.
How else would we have gotten a White Walker dragon? Holy fuck!
That is
pretty. A million other ways, but yeah, just the whole Cersei plan.
You know,
completely.
So if I'm reading it
why
right,
are you trying to?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go.
No, call.
Trust me, I'll have plenty to say. Go ahead. Talk while you can, Kayla. Talk while you can.
I was gonna say. So really, all they have to do is kill the Night Kings, because there seems to be more than the one head, like of each group, right?
That's what they think. I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily true. I'm not concerned about that part so much because I think that's going to be more. Even if that were the case, it's going to be way more complicated than, you know.
Fire and ice, baby. They got themselves an ice-breathing dragon.
Episodes left.
Yeah, there is only 8. Yeah, that's true. Well, is there 8 or 7?
And given
7, yeah, 7 next season.
Yeah, I think so. But given how, you know, fast-paced and Deus Ex Machina some of this season and the last few seasons kind of seem to have been, it would totally not surprise me if all Jon had to do was like head off the Night King's head off, and then everybody was like,
That's a good point. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, but now he's got a motherfucking dragon, so that's pretty cool. I want to see.
Yeah, but all they have to do is kill him, and the dragon will go bye too.
Yeah, but if he's on a dragon, flying around, like
spraying ice on everybody.
Ice. Yeah. Oh my god, it's gonna be so. Like dragon battles in the air. Like imagine like him on the one dragon, and like Daenerys on the other dragon, and like maybe Jon on the third dragon, and like they're just all like, oh.
It's like the wands touching in Harry Potter, where they're firing back and forth.
Basically, yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to concentrate on any of that until they fix this whole stupid storyline of trying to convince a psychopath.
Oh yeah, what the fuck? Why? Who cares about Cersei?
Yeah, like it makes no sense. Like it's ruining the rest of the show. it's It really is ruined. Like I had no problem with
Cersei.
it. Oh, it's Cersei. What's that?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
Oh, I was
just
just
gonna
gonna
put a
say
pin in my.
I had no problem with the fast traveling. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, they have a certain amount of episodes left. It is what it is. But everybody just sat around that table and was like, "Yeah, I think this is a great idea. I think we're gonna go do this."
Like somebody said, why didn't somebody
Yeah.
volunteer to be like I'll go and die there and turn into the White Walker? Do they have to be touched by one of those, by the Night King to turn into a White Walker?
They don't even know if it'll survive the trip.
No, they just need to. Well, it's not even that. It's just that's even fucking dumber. Is to be like, yeah, sure, I'll go die and turn into a white. Like, huh?
But at least they would have had a little bit kind of control over the situation, right? Like if you just had to go on the other side of the wall, kill someone, and then wrap them up and bring them back.
Yeah, it was just everything of like that's the whole like 2 episodes ago was whatchamacallit, this is kind of where it went bad. The end of that episode with Jamie and the horse. And then the next episode he's just a mile away in the water. Yeah. That's where it all started going bad.
There is a problem in the show as far as like people traveling like ridiculous distances in seemingly a ridiculously short amount of time.
Beam me up, berries.
Well, I can see that.
Even that, again, I don't have a problem with. I really don't have a problem so much with the time travel.
Yeah.
But like, I'm so fucking tired of Cersei. Can we just kill her next episode and be done with it? I'm preemptively uncomfortable with the fact that an aunt and a nephew are probably going to fuck.
An aunt and a dead nephew.
What?
An aunt and a dead nephew.
Well, according to Nick, he's a dead nephew.
Well, his wounds aren't healing, so it's not a good sign.
Those are healing. They were healed.
No, if you look at
they were scars.
Some weren't. But I guess he wasn't in a battle.
Yeah, because they were new wounds.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, he had just been in a battle.
Sorry, undead.
Did you watch the show?
Well, it's hard to tell who was going to die. Oh, wait, it was really easy to tell. It was all the people we didn't know.
Well, exactly. I was like, oh my God, was that? No. Oh my God, was that? No.
You know, I didn't even know where they all fucking came from. All of a sudden, I was like, who's that guy? Who's that guy? Like, where were these people?
Those are the red shirts.
Well, it was so poorly done.
They did the log carrying guys.
They really did such a poor job showing you there was other people there. And they did a poor job showing you they had dragon glass. And but those things would be
They had dragon glass? Who had dragon glass?
Look at Jorah's daggers, and then there was like an axe.
Yeah.
But
you have to assume
a poor job of conveying that. But like you could forgive that if it wasn't just the stupidest fucking idea they could have come up with in the history of humankind. It is just so fucking dumb.
It was so yes. It really fucking dumb. Why not just, I don't know, like, why did Gendry have to run back? Why couldn't they have just been like, yo, Danny, meet us out here on day 6 because we're probably going to be fucked?
Yeah.
like,
just don't go out there. You're not going to convince
that too.
You're not going to convince Cersei anyway. This makes no sense.
And at this point, who gives a fuck about showing Cersei anything?
Exactly. They've already...
She's one fucking person and the world is ending. Who gives a shit about Cersei at this point, right?
They've already...
I know. I would have been like, let her die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a dragon, go and, blast her out of the air when she's standing on her patio, and you're done.
That's it. Just go land in the middle of King's Landing, blast the palace with fire, and then fly away. It's over.
And then we wouldn't have a show.
You would still have a show. There's plenty of stuff going on still. It's just that, like...
Yeah, we still have to have Littlefinger die. Although, honestly, I really am not calling for Littlefinger's death.
Oh, I am. I can't stand him. Because I'm just over it. Like, I feel like it's so far along to the end game that someone like him has to go. But, I mean, look, you need antagonists, so...
Yeah, exactly. Or you have Big Brother season where Paul just runs the house and nobody cares.
Well, plus it makes more sense if Littlefinger was kind of there, like, to start it all with the whole John Aaron thing. Then it makes sense that he would be a character that lasts until the very end.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because he has
like from a storytelling perspective.
Yeah, true. I mean, they are close to the end. I'm still trying to figure out how it's gonna like. Are they gonna end? I think they're gonna wrap up the White Walker thing before they wrap up the Seven Kingdoms thing.
I know, and I was really hoping they wrapped up the Seven Kingdoms first.
So was I, but I think it's going
because
the opposite way. Yeah,
I know, but I really fucking hate Cersei, and I'm so over all the Lannister bullshit.
I know. It's like, because it felt like they were wrapping it up, and then it just keeps going.
Yes. Do we think that she's really knocked up, or is that conspiracy on her part?
I don't think she is. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, she could be, and
yeah,
she's still of childbearing age. She could be.
True. And who knows?
And she's older, so she's more likely to conceive multiples. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There you go. There's that. That's true.
She'll give birth to twins. She'll die in childbirth. One will be perfect and handsome, and one will be a dwarf. No?
Oh. Or they'll both be dwarfs.
Oh, God. I feel like these last two, since the dumbest plan in the history of man came up, it's kind of ruined a pretty fun season. Really?
Look, for me, I just look past it. Like, for me, I just, like, I enjoy the books. I don't love the books. I enjoy the books. But, they have to do these big things. I mean, they've got, so
that's fine, but you can do them well and not stupidly.
Well, true.
Like,
let's have a reason to go and do the things they're doing. And if Cersei's the reason, then I guess it's going to have to be good enough.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's think of other ways that they could have either gotten a white or a white weight, however you pronounce it. No, it's W-I-G-H-T.
Yeah, it's white.
Or convince Cersei that they existed. Like, what's a better option than going in and literally kidnapping a dead person and bringing them back? And also, did they think that
First of all, Cersei is a usurper, so who gives a shit what she thinks? They should just go in there, kill her, like they did with the last king, Mad King Aerys, or whatever, and then go in there, kill her, and take the throne, and that's done.
Yeah,
I don't. Why are they wasting so much energy on trying to figure out how to convince Cersei of anything? Who gives a shit what Cersei thinks?
That's the whole problem. It makes
because Dany wants to rule, like have the people that she rules love her. She doesn't want to just take over. Does anybody think that Tyrion's going to end up on the Iron Throne in the end?
Well, it's Jon's throne.
I don't think so.
But I don't think he wants it.
Yes, but according to Nick, Jon is undead.
Yeah, but I don't think he wants it. I don't think Jon makes it all the way to the end.
No, probably not.
I think we probably.
I think he.
In the whatever that happens with the White Walker battle.
Yeah.
That'll be my guess. Obviously, no idea, but.
I just hope it's not Littlefinger on the goddamn throne.
Oh God.
Oh, that would be kind of crazy.
Yeah. If he turns out to be the grand hero of the story, no thanks.
With his stupid little smirk.
I'm still hoping the White Walkers wipe out everybody. That's just my.
Or the comet. The
Qyburn will be the one sitting on the throne at the end.
Or like someone's about to sit on the throne and the comet hits into the planet and just wipes everybody out.
Yeah.
Right there, that would be.
And the mountain's the only one that survives.
Yeah.
Imagine if it's Cersei on the Iron Throne at the end.
Oh my God! No.
Oh my God!
I don't know. I feel like it's a possibility.
Because she's going to screw them over and do some major damage because she doesn't care about the whites or the White Walkers.
Exactly.
Yeah. And to be fair, the rest of them are all pretty fucking dumb.
Yeah, and her level of arrogance is just amazing.
Yeah, they've proven how really dumb they are because they're all like, "Yes, we're gonna let's do this. Tyrion, this is a great idea, Tyrion. Let's all go." I got
yes. Why not just take a fucking dragon? Like have Dany take a dragon, get the goddamn white,
there you go.
and then fly
Scoop it up in its mouth. Zoop.
Yeah.
Fly in, scoop it up, fly out.
That's it.
It would have been way better.
Yeah, you know, like Pelicans style it.
Yeah.
But
All you see is a white hanging from its chin going, oh, let me out.
yeah.
And they literally have no
But-
idea if it will survive the journey to King's Landing. So they
Well,
may just
especially
have
since they stuck it on a
Yes.
dragon spike now and it's got a big hole in its middle.
Oh, did they?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
when he climbed up the dragon with it and then he like slammed it on one of the horns.
yeah.
Or one of the ridge
Yeah, but
backs.
that's okay. It's already dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, that doesn't matter. Sorry. As long as it's not obsidian, it's fine.
I just think, putting more holes in the thing you're trying to take home, it's probably not healthy.
That's yeah.
But it's gonna be warm weather down there. It's gonna rot away. Like, this makes no sense.
It's
and,
gonna
like-
melt.
Oh
turn to
yeah, it's
goo.
gonna stink by the time they get to Cersei.
But even if she sees one shambling undead thing, she has a giant undead bodyguard.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, man, I got you behind me.
Yeah. Have you met Sir Clegane?
Oh shit. Are they all going? No, they all separated. So I was gonna say, are we gonna get a Clegane Bowl from?
I want.
Oh,
That's
no,
gonna happen.
no.
It's gotta happen.
Bringing the body.
So Gregor is the one bringing the body. Wait, who's the
Yeah.
mountain? Which one's the mountain's first name?
That's
Gregor.
Gregor, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then the one that's the Hound is
He's bringing the body.
what's the Hound's?
The
Sandor
hound.
Okay,
The hound is
Sandor,
Sandor
thank you.
Clegane. Yeah.
Sandor. Yeah.
and
yeah.
the other one's Gregor.
yes.
Gregor.
Okay, so
Or
So
what?
Sandor is actually going to physically bring the body. So he's going to come like face to face in the throne room, probably with his bro.
Yes.
Ooh. I like
That
that.
depends, though. I
Because
mean,
they
like,
did make a point.
yeah.
Color by numbers, Game of Thrones this season, they did make a point
Yeah.
of
yeah.
specifically pointing out that he got burnt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Like over and over, they've been.
Mhm. Yeah.
that
Did
out.
you know he was pushed into the fire by his brother? Just so you know.
Mm.
Oh man, that's
Well,
I kind of got to watch the trailer for the next episode now to see
it
if
looks
there's
like
any
a
clues.
big meeting in King's Landing, and all the armies are there, and
Yeah.
so
That's what I remember, but screen caps and all.
they can
They've got to
salvage.
exist somewhere.
Yeah, screen caps. That's true. Yeah, but they can salvage it if we wrap up this stupid plan story and get back to doing other stuff. Like, they can salvage it.
I think they have. Don't you think? Like, they've gotten rid of that, but it's probably
They
just
haven't.
so
They're
that
still in
Danny
the
could.
middle of it. That's the problem. We're on episode 3 of the
Concur.
world's dumbest plan.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going
so
to.
how do we think Cersei's gonna fuck him over? Because she's totally gonna fuck him over.
Oh yeah. What do you think when she hears that a dragon got killed? What do you think she's gonna be like? Oh yeah, well, I'll join up with you guys. No, she's gonna be like, oh great, now I know I can figure out a way to kill a dragon. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Oh my god, I could see Cersei being dumb enough to send people, or being balls enough to send like scouts to be like, "Yo, Night King, wanna lie?"
Yeah.
I know you can't make it down here because it's a little warm, but winter's coming.
Unless this is where Jamie takes it seriously and finally is done with her, but
And
now
kills
that
her
she's
probably.
pregnant, I mean, who knows? Or
Oh,
now that he believes she's pregnant, who knows?
that's
Yeah.
true, Jamie. Although we do have potential for some great scenes because we're gonna have Brienne of Tarth in King's Landing.
Yes.
Um, Jamie will clearly be there, so that could be potentially interesting.
I assume
um,
Tyrion there.
I assume we'll have the Cleganes there.
So are we assuming they're all
we'll have
leaving?
Dany and
They're all
Cersei.
leaving and getting on the dragon and flying straight to King's Landing.
Or taking boat.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Jorah
Or
Mormont's going to be
boating.
back in King's Landing.
I would assume some people are staying back in Dragonstone. I just don't know who.
Who are they going to drop off on the way? Because then you've got Jon Snow.
What about,
Dany.
maybe Theon's coming to get his sister.
Yeah, probably not. He's too
No,
chicken.
he's too much of a pussy. Is it Thoros, Barrick? Which is the one that didn't die? Barrick is
Dundarian.
Yeah,
he's probably not coming.
No, that's what happened at the end of the. Remember, he's like, I hope I don't see you again or whatever. Sandor said, the hound.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. Yeah. So I guess he's going back up north because I assume that's his or staying there or heading to the wall or some shit. Who knows? He'll pop up when needed.
Ooh.
Like.
Sorry, that's my phone.
He'll pop up when needed, like Benjen.
Yeah. Another Due Machina. I can't say it, although I don't have trouble going to the finish.
This.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, God. But that's the things that can be forgiven if it wasn't just this dumb story. Again.
No. It's kind of like that other show we knew where they were like, oh yeah, we've got this many seasons. We know exactly what we're going to do. And then in the end, they were like, we got to hurry and wrap it up.
Yeah. Well, this one, it's weird because it's not fully their fault because they were supposed to have books to work off of. And now they have none.
What?
Well,
20 years ago, they didn't figure out they weren't getting another book.
Well, I mean, when they agreed to do the show, that's how they were doing the show. They didn't agree to write a full fantasy series.
I know, right? They were like, that'll be a catalyst. We'll get him writing again. He's like, fuck you. I'm done.
I'm rich. I don't need to write anymore.
So, I mean, who knows what guidance they've been given, I mean, what if they just have these random points they have to hit and they're like, what the and they don't have 5 years.
I mean, that's right. I mean, my guess is they probably have an outline and they have to check, or they're checking off the points on the outline that go best with their storytelling.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I would guess. It's getting to those points that are tough,
Dorn.
Well,
oh wait, never mind.
Yeah.
Dorn wasn't. Never mind.
Thankfully, they wrapped that up. But they did wrap that up.
Yes.
So, there is that.
True that.
At least we wrapped that up.
Okay.
And that wrapped up kind of in a very emotional way.
Yeah.
Even though, you hated her and wanted them all to die.
Yeah.
Suddenly you were like, oh, but that's so mean. I hate Cersei again.
Yeah. At least we didn't see them for a while, so we forgot how stupid they were.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh, well, that's her daughter. So that's terrible. Yeah. So it worked well enough. It's a shame.
Sure. Why not?
Dorne started off so promising with Oberyn, and then it was just
crush.
Yeah, just really, really not good. But not as bad as this storyline.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm looking forward.
At least we had some great.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I am too. And for how terrible the plot was, at least we had some awesome scenes of dialogue, and I would not have traded those, I guess.
For sure. I love the Tyrion Dany scene over the map when they were talking and about secession and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. And the Sansa and Arya stuff.
I don't know. I gotta see how that resolves before I say if I like it or not.
Well, I think that those girls are.
Oh, I hate that.
I really hope that Arya has learned enough to see what Littlefinger is.
Well,
I hope they don't dumb her down. Cat of the Canal is smarter than Littlefinger, I feel.
Well, they're dumbing Sansa down even more. At least Arya hasn't dealt with Littlefinger. Literally a week ago, Sansa is I don't dismissive of him and not trusting him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now she's confiding in him.
Well, and it's not even just that. Don't forget, a lot of the causes of pretty much all of the causes of Sansa's really shitty fucking life were a direct result of fucking Littlefinger.
Yeah.
And she's even you have no idea what I've been through, but Littlefinger's my friend.
Yeah. But I guess when you think about it, he's been her only constant from the beginning of it to now. He's always been around. And he definitely has sold her a bill of goods that he has her best interest at heart. you know?
Yeah, creepy
And-
Uncle Baelish wants to get in her pants.
Yeah, no shit. That's so gross.
Oh.
And the thing is that you have, I guess, you know, it's a little bit of Munchausen by proxy going on there. You know,
I guess.
that's what they call it.
Well,
That's not what they call it. Is it? What do they call it?
That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Stockholm syndrome.
There you go.
Yeah.
One of those things that people do to you when they fuck with your brain. So
What
yeah, I
other
mean,
one is- yeah. Ugh. Anyway, I don't know. I had a huge problem with the Sansa Arya thing, and they better undo that shit too.
Well, I'm willing to let that ride out because maybe there's stuff like I
Mhm.
didn't love it because it regressed to both of them, but maybe they're both working an angle that we don't know. Not together necessarily, but maybe they're both working an angle that we don't see yet.
I wouldn't
Oh,
mind
then they're
seeing
gonna be
Arya
jealous.
wearing Littlefinger's face, quite frankly,
Yeah,
at some point. Don't you think?
Oh,
You know, Arya.
very
Like,
possible.
maybe. I still think Littlefinger goes all the way to the series finale.
It's certainly possible, especially if the White Walker stuff gets wrapped up first.
Okay, how about
Which
he's
is
there
really-
at the very, very end, but then Varys shows up, cuts his head off, and steals the throne. I'd
Sure.
almost be better with that.
Varys on the throne, really? No, Varys has
No.
to die for the cause. I think Varys is a casualty mid next season,
Yeah.
and I think it's for some noble cause.
But those two have always had this like
In some
snarky competitive relationship, so it'd be kind of funny to see it. You know?
All I know is somebody has to die this
Yeah.
week because enough with the nonsense with
Yeah.
people surviving everything. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting Walking Deadish. It's like you cannot have Jamie swim a mile underwater in his fucking armor. You can't have Jon sink to the bottom of a frozen lake and come back up. You can't have Tormund get torn apart.
Well, technically, if he's a fire undead person,
Well, yeah, if he is
then
undead,
he's got that fire.
yeah, that's
The
fair.
thing is that for a show that was so incredibly willing to just kill off anyone, as the books were,
Yeah.
that they've sure reined that in.
Yeah, and like if they weren't going to kill him, that's fine. You don't need to have a cliffhanger with Jamie getting blown off a horse and then swimming a mile and a half underwater and then nobody coming after him.
At least have killed Bronn in that scene. You know, like
Yeah,
I love
well,
Bronn; he's my man. But you know, if you're good, but nobody really besides Dickon died. You know? And I just say Dickon because it amuses me.
Yeah.
You know,
Through that. That's right. I forgot the Tarleys. The Tarleys, and then before that, was it Lady Olenna was the other big one?
Yeah, and that was that was good.
He
And
was a motherfucking gangster.
yeah,
she's awesome.
that was a great
So
episode.
what is
Tell
this?
Cersei.
What does this do for
I wanted
Sam?
to know it was me.
Yeah, does this mean Sam is in charge of his house then,
I don't know.
or because he joined the one Night's
Yes.
Watch? But is he abandoner of the Night's Watch because he walked away from the
No, I think
mission?
Going back.
Yeah,
Yeah, I assume he's going to Winterfell
I had some issues.
with that.
I had some issues with that, with him just leaving.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was kind of like, what a quitter. Like, loser. Also, stop interrupting your girl when she's about to tell us some actual useful information.
Yeah,
She's dropping the mic and you're like picking it up. Now shut up.
Pretty much.
That's true.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited to see what happens, and
I
you know, I like flames and dragons, so I was just like, yay!
Yeah, I'm so excited to see it. Because I mean, look, there's been wonky things before, and they've righted the ship. So
Yeah.
True. I guess just to wrap this up, because as far as projecting where the show will end, with its White Walkers versus Battle of the Throne, I guess technically the name of the series is, well, it's a Song of Ice and Fire, but
Right.
yeah,
I guess it's technically a Game of Thrones, so it would make kind of sense that it finishes with a big battle for the control of Westeros, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the Night King stuff is way cooler.
yeah, me too.
Mm. I'm sure
And I would
they're not
prefer that.
gonna. I'm sure they're not gonna like wipe out the White Walkers in this finale. So I'm sure they'll still be a threat, you know, going into the next season as well.
I don't even know if
Oh
we'll
yeah, because I'll be like, meh, Cersei the whole next season. Let me know. I'll read about it tomorrow. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Honestly, it's like polishing the furniture while your house is burning down. You know, that's what they're doing right now. in the show.
Yeah,
I
with her,
guess.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll even see the whites this week. Do you?
I don't know where they're going to
No,
go
just
this
the
week.
one that they brought to
King's
Cersei.
Landing.
Oh yeah, other than the one that's melting away and
It's gonna be all gooey.
Oh, gross.
Yeah,
turning.
it's not gonna smell nice.
Uh,
Nope. Anyway,
Well,
we
I'm
have
excited
no
for that
books.
scene.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, we have
No
no
books.
books. We're avid readers apparently.
Quickly, we got to get a quick Marmary update from Rob.
Yeah,
There's a TV series.
Well, it's like a documentary series, right?
I think so.
I'm excited. Yeah, like real quick, like I don't know, I've been really like, I don't want to say obsessed, like not obsessed with it, but like not like some people, geez. But it's been really interesting, and I've been following like the podcast, and I'm still like a little bit more than a year behind.
It hasn't been a
but
lot last year.
Yeah, that's what it doesn't seem like there's been much progress in that year. So I mean, you could tell me if I'm wrong. Like, is there anything that and don't tell me what, if there is, but like, is there anything that any kind of like semi big discovery or new evidence or anything that
Not really.
There's
No. one thing?
There's one thing though. They do interview witness A.
Okay.
She comes forward.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's right. That does happen this year. Yeah, or
Yeah.
it happened relatively recently.
It was last year at some point, but they do interview her. So she comes out of the woodworks. But that John Smith guy is so crazy, and he's in the trailer for that docuseries, and he looked exactly like I imagined him to look like,
Oh my
except
God.
a little thinner.
Really? Okay. I need to look at the trailer.
Well, you need to go to the subreddit.
Yeah, the subreddit. I mean, I think it's probably died down by now, but
We used to.
now who am I kidding? It probably hasn't.
Yeah, it's true. It used to
Yeah,
be crazy. Remember?
It used to be crazy in that people were like really nasty to Tim and Lance.
Mm.
And to be fair, they were pretty fucking in over their heads when they started.
They
Like,
were, but I feel like they're.
why was there a red light in the car? Could
Oh
it have been a cigarette? Why would you light a cigarette after you had a car accident?
God,
It just
yeah.
doesn't make sense.
Yes, that's.
Yeah, some of it was a little like,
Uh,
come on. But I mean, I think they do a good job. All in all,
Now they do. They've gotten a
they've
lot
gotten
better.
much better. Yeah.
yeah, they have. They have. I think they've learned what questions semi matter and what ones don't. But man, in the beginning, they got lost in a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah, just the speculation. They could have edited a bunch.
Yeah.
Like, remember the one, Mike, where they were arguing about whether or not she had looked sinister in like a picture?
Oh yeah. She
Just
doesn't
like,
look.
she looks like she has a secret.
Oh,
It's like,
God.
I don't know, she's not smiling in a picture.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's
Like, I don't know.
like Connor literally took a picture of me while I was awake, and I happened to blink, and it looks like I'm asleep. Like, what the hell are you telling from a snapshot?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you get to that one yet, Rob? You had to have gotten to
That was
one.
early. That was way early. Yeah.
Yeah, where just the speculation, and then because didn't they also speculate? They told that story of like the frog and the toad going, and the snake or the rat or whatever going across the river, and that's how they like dramatically finished that episode.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, the
And then
grasshopper. What is it?
Oh, right, the scorpion and the
Thank you.
yeah. But Mike and I was talking briefly earlier about the time when they were going to go to those coordinates that were emailed to them, and then because they got a scary email and a scary tweet, they decided to call off the entire like thing, and they were there already, and they had a guide and everything, and like
Picture of a penny, remember?
yeah, the penny.
Yes.
Like a little paranoid.
Oh,
a little paranoid.
You know, to their credit, one of their most interesting episodes, I think, is a live show that they have, and they have the fucking crazy blogger guy. What's his name?
Renner?
Renner.
James Renner.
Yeah.
James Renner, another dude, and John Smith, who gets like booted offline and is like frantically in the chat trying to get attention because he hates Renner. And it's just a very interesting. I actually really enjoyed it because they're sharing more of their personal stories during the investigation.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go as far as to be like it was awesome, but it was definitely.
It was entertaining.
I don't know. It was entertaining. And I remember telling Mike, like, I actually have nothing to make fun of about this episode. I kind of liked it.
Well, it was when they finally started going back at Renner, too.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, when they would have him on,
God.
like, bow to him, basically, when he came on.
Yes. And they got into a lot of trouble because he was like, well, I think she was a sociopath because of this.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. Hello, medical degree. Where did you come from?
Yep. Yeah, she's a social. Oh, she's pregnant. She's living in Canada. She's.
Well, here is a
God.
lovely Canadian review for Maura Murray. I really wanted to like this podcast. It's an interesting case, but I barely got through 3 episodes before I gave up. These guys are just nauseating. The endless and inane speculation is painful in ways I didn't know was possible for a podcast run.
Wow.
That's definitely an early review. Because Mike and I definitely both left nasty reviews when they first came out. And I since have changed mine because I felt really bad because it actually did get a lot better. And I'm really excited to watch the series because all the crazy people from the podcast are going to be in it.
Yep.
I hope the psychic is in it. I hope the psychic, but I don't think she's going to be in it.
I know. I have to see her. She was so bananas. And I love them defending it the next week.
Well, they had
Please tell me they do the Halloween episode that they've been like promising at some point. Like they were gonna go up to like the area and like do like a paranormal like Halloween episode. Like not the
I don't know if they do it for Halloween, but they do it for the anniversay, like 2 years ago. Yeah, they go back
up, right? Yeah. That was like everybody went up there.
They go up a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. They go up a couple of times, and one of the other just completely batshit episodes is a later one, and it's with John Smith, and it's broken down into 2 parts, and so much of what he says, you're just like, what?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh, he's always on the cops did it thing.
Oh my god. Oh, totally. I mean, he does have some good points and some good insight, but he's a little eccentric, I guess, is a good word. But
and then there was another.
Oh, he's batshit fucking insane, dude.
Well, yeah, there's that. Well, I love what he talks about when he was a cop. He was like a cop for like a year, like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
In like rural Vermont or whatever the fuck, like for a year, like dude. But wasn't there another investigative team that they had come out? What the hell? It was these guys, and they tried. They're all like former investigators who have a company now or some shit. And
is it paranormal?
Oh,
is it paranormal?
No. These are like real investigators, not like paranormal stuff. Like like actual guys who used to do. They worked like FBI or some shit, and now they have like a company. What the hell was it? Or they're all retired.
I vaguely remember this.
Yeah.
I know the most boring episode they ever had was the one with the authors, the professors.
Oh yeah. That's right. That was after like the Renner sociopath thing, right?
I didn't get to that yet, so I don't.
No, that was sometime in the last year and a half.
Oh yeah. Now I'm thinking of they had a professor on who was from school, maybe UMass.
Yeah, maybe. But they also had a woman on. Like they had. I don't know. It doesn't matter. All I know is I freaking love that podcast. I genuinely have affection for it.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'd have a beer with them. I'd totally have a beer with them.
Definitely.
Yeah. So just quickly about the case, like, do you guys think that there'll ever be like a resolution that they'll find her or her body?
She wandered into the
Definitely dead somewhere.
She's
No way.
I think she's dead, but like I think they should find. It'd be good if they found her.
Well,
body.
hopefully they'll find something. I mean, something like that. It's tough because animals, and it was middle of winter, and literally.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't think that she just wandered into the woods and died there, because I feel like they would have found her.
Not necessarily. I mean, it's a pretty big area.
And there was no footprints or anything. Like I don't know. I think she was.
Well,
I think she
remember,
was
it wasn't cold out either. Like it was cold, but it was.
There was snow. There was snow though. So
yeah, true.
I think personally, I think she was murdered, but
I think she just died.
I don't think that.
I think she just died. I think she was drunk. She ran off into the woods, and she died.
Yeah, like even if she would out to hide, she.
But I feel like they would have found her. I feel like because like her body wasn't buried. Like if she just kind of died and was around somewhere, someone would have found her.
Someone's got her in the basement, probably.
Oh, there was a backpack.
Oh, sorry, Michaela.
I was saying someone's probably got her in their basement.
Yeah. Or she's
that's a theory too.
Or she's in that foundation or under that house, like the
foundation of the house. That's right. Yeah. Oh, the backpack. Was the backpack in the car still or something?
No, she took her backpack with her.
That's
never found.
Yeah, you would think there would be some fabric or something.
It would be something, right? Yeah.
It's such a big area, though. Like, I mean, it's difficult, but you would think that somebody would have found something, possibly. But
I think they would have.
But I could see like coming, foul play happening. I mean, any random thing could possibly happen, but I think it's most likely she ran off.
I did have like a crazy theory thought that I didn't hear, like no one ever mentioned. It's kind of, there's really no.
Oh, please share it so we can make fun of you.
All right, please don't make fun of me. No, and I'm not saying like I think this happened, but like no one, I don't know if people are afraid to say it or whatever, but like what if like I kind of got the impression. So remember when she hit the guardrail, like I think, I don't know if it was like the week before, whatever, but she got it and into the accident with her. Was it with her dad's car?
Dad's car.
Yeah. So we're like, she hit into the guardrail and then like got away like scot-free. And then like that like cop never.
Remind me when you're done. Remind me to make fun of the fact that they spent the whole fucking 45 minutes trying to figure out if it was weird that she slept in a double bed or something, or twin bed in her dad. That was so dumb.
Yeah. Well, that's so.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. So she got off scot-free with the guardrail thing, but she was clearly intoxicated.
Yeah.
Right. So my crazy random theory is like, what if something happened with the cop? Like she got out of it by like with like a sexual favor or something like that. You can't rule something. I'm not to say there's any evidence for that, but like,
was that
you know what I mean? Like,
or was that up?
No, that was like by the school.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So that wasn't even in the same area.
No, but like, I don't know, crazy random, like no evidence, but I'm just saying like if something happened there and then like there was some kind of I don't know, there could be something that happened that was why she was so kind of like, that's something that I can see being like a traumatic experience, like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Being like forced to do something you didn't want to do to get out of, something like that, and then just being really upset, and maybe that's the reason why she wanted to like get away.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Crazy theory, but
I mean, yeah, maybe, but what happens to her? Like she's got to be very unlucky.
Yeah.
To then get grabbed by somebody. I mean, that's like Final Destination shit.
I know. Yeah.
Happens though all the time.
It does happen.
Was there a UFO episode?
I didn't hear that yet.
I don't think so.
It turned into sci-fi.
Where the hell? Maybe it was on the subreddit. Somebody was saying something about UFO.
It was mentioned. They did mention like about if they did like a paranormal, they're like other kind of like you know.
Maybe that's what
Well, that's the first thing I thought when Colleen said there were no footprints and there was snow and stuff. I was like, well, she got abducted clearly by aliens.
Yeah. Well,
I thought Alien Coven, actually.
Alien Coven. You know.
Coven.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know. I'm enjoying like following it.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely get to the subreddit.
Oh my God, totally off topic, but now I realize why the Wicked Witch of the West is green.
What? Why?
Alien Covens.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, but don't get too excited about the subreddit because it might not be as exciting as it was now as when the podcast was first putting itself out there.
Sure, yeah.
And it's definitely, it's no serial subreddit. I mean, nothing is ever going to beat the shit
Nope. Oh God,
the serial subreddit for season 1. But
No one was a little better though because you could follow it because there wasn't too many people in it.
yeah.
So you never got lost in the conversations because the Mara Mary was pretty tight. It wasn't a lot of people. So like when all the crazy was going on, you could actually keep up with it on a daily basis.
Yes.
I miss that whole serial thing and like that case and everything. Like that was a good time.
Yeah, it really was.
Well, it'll come back because Adnan's going to trial again.
Wow.
What's the latest? I don't even know if I heard. I don't know.
He's getting a new trial.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's
not a guilty versus innocent trial though, right?
I thought that.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, new trial.
Yeah, a new trial. Yeah.
The only thing now is they don't know if he's getting out while that happens. I think that's what they're figuring out now.
Right. Like, yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, I mean,
Well,
maybe
actually,
it'll start it up.
What's that?
I mean, so maybe that'll start things back up again while it's going on, because then we can actually follow the actual trial. That's
well. I'm trying to look it up real quick to see.
Well, yeah. Hopefully they cover it properly. You know, like make it that their thing to do.
Well, I don't think Serial will cover it. I think they're done with it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Okay, so fun fact.
That's too bad.
And I know that I have said this to Mike several times.
What's that?
But the link between Adnan and Maura Murray. They found Heyman's body on February 9th, and that's the date that Maura Murray disappeared.
Oh shit!
What?
Wow.
And I'm weird with the dates thing, and it's the day after my birthday, so it just stuck with me.
Oh wow!
You're a date.
Something about that day.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I have a word thing, and you have a date thing.
Yes. Apparently.
Oh, Breakdown season 4.
I'm still trying to figure it.
Breakdown season 4. Check that out.
Oh, yes. Podcast.
That's good.
So now that I've derailed your show by encouraging Rob to talk about Maura Murray a lot, missing Maura Murray.
That's what we're here for.
I'm glad I have someone to talk to about it with, because I'm feel like I'm alone with it, because like I'm so far behind everything.
Oh no, I think I'm like 5 episodes behind, so I got to catch back up again.
Yeah,
I'm a few episodes behind.
Yeah. Well, I'm like a year behind, so which is only maybe like not really that many.
It's really not that many. Yeah, this year they really haven't put out a lot, and some of them have actually been ones for the other case they were trying to do.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's what most of my feed looking at it is about.
Rihanna.
Oh, why would they put that on the same feed?
Well, I guess the other one didn't
get more listeners.
Jump off, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Have you gotten
so they're all
ad reads yet?
The what? No, I was gonna say that too. So I was gonna say that another good thing about the show is that they're not doing ads.
Oh, they
I guess
will.
That changes. Oh,
yeah,
good.
that changes. Don't you worry, they're good.
Okay. That's why I stopped. I was listening to what's the other
Generation Y?
No,
because they are real bad with ads.
Shit. What was the other one? It was the Truth and Justice. The one that used to be the
That-
serial one.
Bob Ruff guy.
Bob Ruff.
I argued with him on
Oh,
Twitter.
fuck that guy.
Oh my god.
I stayed with a little bit, and then they started doing like, so it'd be all serious and stuff, and it was fun, the cases, like, all right, cool. And then like they do like the live ad reads, and then they put like this like hokey fun music in and have like this jokey thing, and I'm like, this just kills the mood. It's so weird.
That's really funny.
And I don't know. And then they just kept stretching on, and then they started on like taking new cases and like ignoring old. I don't know. I was just like, all right, I've had enough of this.
Yeah, he's a wacko too.
Yeah, he like quit his job to do it full time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike got into a Twitter fight with him, so I feel like
that's
a thing.
funny. Mike got into a Twitter fight with him, and he said a Reddit fight with James Renner. Interesting.
Yeah, actually, yeah. And the
Oh,
subject.
I forgot about your Renner Reddit fight.
That was wild.
That was like 3 years ago. Zach was like a newborn when that happened.
Yeah, that was like early on in the Mara Murray world.
That's funny.
Yeah, Bob Ruff didn't know the difference between lie detecting as people being able to detect lies and a lie detector, and that both are complete and utter horseshit and not backed by any science. But that's okay. But he is a special investigator that is able to tell the difference because he investigated fires or whatever the fuck he investigated.
Yeah,
he's a special snowflake. Yes, we know.
Like, all right, yeah. So you can tell if somebody's lying, even though there's no science to back that up whatsoever. But that's okay. That's what we argued.
Yeah,
about,
exactly.
And I was like, all right, I'm done with this because you're dense.
I'm out. Red Mike out. Anyway, I have to pee so bad, guys.
We're keeping Mike up past his bedtime.
Yeah. I got this quick feedback. If you want to go pee.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Take your phone and leave. That's what I do. I'm very old. I can't hold my bladder like that. I'm old.
Matt.
Well, hold on.
I mean, I can't either. I'm just at this point hoping I don't sneeze. So
just mute your microphone and run. That's what I do.
I'm
not like Skypack. I don't pee on the air. Although I have feared doing it many
that was the
times.
funniest thing I've ever heard.
Oh my god!
I was so sad. I've gone to the bathroom with my iPhone and muted it and gone, "Oh please God, I hope nobody can hear me." And I know that Skypack just did it. He didn't care. Why do we care then? Why should we care? Let's just do it, Colleen. Pee on the air.
All right. Do you really want me to?
Maybe next time.
All right.
All right, let's continue.
It'll be more exciting than Cersei's next episode on Game of Thrones.
Yay, Cersei. Wait.
Unless she dies. Or Littlefinger dies.
No, unless she dies. Then we're great.
Yeah.
But no, you guys are almost at the end of the outline. I can hold it for a little while longer.
All right, we just have this feedback.
Okay, let's do it.
About what I've been checking out this summer. And so I've been keeping busy. Got a PlayStation 4 a few weeks ago. Been playing the latest Uncharted game, or I guess the next recent, because they just released another one, Uncharted 4, which is a lot of fun, kind of a nice globe-trotting adventure treasure hunting series. Haven't played the other three, and look forward to checking that out. Also, been watching Mystery Science Theater 3000, the revival series all summer. I figured I wasn't going to binge watch them because every episode is 90 minutes. So I've been kind of parsing them out all summer. Like every week, Friday, Saturday night, I would watch an episode, and it's been a nice little treat, nice fun distraction from the craziness of the world, to watch something so silly and fun, and watching some fun cheesy movies on top of it. It's very true to the original. It's about as close as a revival, kind of bringing it back to what it was, as you could hope for, with a new cast and mostly new writers. And if you've never watched the show, I think it's a pretty good entry point. and you can get into the old classic episodes as well. Also, the new Kesha album is so good. I am really loving it. Kind of all the stuff she's been through, and kind of all the legal trouble and all the kind of the personal ordeals of her and Dr. Luke and all the bad stuff she's gone through.
Fuck that guy.
This is kind of the episode, the album that we kind of need now in 2017, where just seems like looking at the news can just induce a panic attack, and to have something this kind of emotionally deep, but also just energetic and empowering and life affirming, and not to mention just filled with a lot of really good songs. It's one I've been looking into a lot, especially the track "Woman" is a great it's so good, and the Dap Kings provide backup on it with the horn section, and there's a lot of good stuff. The album "Rainbow," I should say the title of the album. That's kind of helpful. And also TV wise, Rick and Morty is finally back, and that's a lot of fun.
Oh, it's so good.
Cool to see just the absurdity that they
Pickle Rick,
as far as just tropes of sci-fi and fantasy, while kind of maintaining like a grounded psychological reality that kind of feels very real, even with the absurd lengths that it goes to. Also, Game of Thrones, I'm enjoying it, even though there's a lot of stuff that everybody's been kind of talking about, the condensed timeline, how it's maybe they could have benefited from a few more episodes for at least the character development stuff. But they still do spectacle better than anybody else on TV, and I'm still liking it, and I'm definitely gonna check out the finale, of course. And of course, the other thing I've been watching all summer long is Twin Peaks, the revival, and just trying to figure out just what the heck is going on with that. And it's a fun show to watch with a bunch of people. I usually try to watch with a few of my friends, and it's good to watch that and try and bounce off ideas of just what exactly is going on in David Lynch's head that inspired him to make this. All right, so that is it for. I'll cut it off at there. Hope you guys had a good summer. I'm looking forward to the fall. Fall's my favorite time of the year. My shows come back, and fall. Welcome fall. Cannot wait for fall. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Thank you, Matt, for your feedback. No, don't encourage fall. My watermelons aren't ripe yet.
I like fall too. That's
I need summer for a little while longer.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's hanging on for a little bit.
So are my watermelons.
I think.
Wow. Who's on a plane?
What? I'm here. I didn't go to the bathroom. If that sounds like a toilet
No, it
flushing,
sounded like there was a plane in the background.
That's my.
I live near the airport, so I thought it was
That's
me.
a
But
train. That's my train.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have many trains.
I just want to clear the air.
Oh God. All right, it's gonna be really loud. Oh, it's not that loud. It's not bad.
That's pretty good.
Did you want to give Colleen an opportunity to tell people where they can find her?
You can find Colleen on the broadcast. I feel like I got to yell over this.
Broadcast.
Weirdo.
And
It's part of the Jay and Jack network. I don't know the website.
Woo!
Gotta say it.
It's so cool. Go to janejack.com/broadcast, maybe.
Maybe.
And you're
Go on
you're on Twitter.
Yeah. Definitely, if you want to hear it, you can just search the broadcast in iTunes. We're there.
Yeah.
We're a pink logo with a pussy hat and a glass of wine.
It's all one word. Like the chatterbox, except for what are two words?
Except for
Except
Cool.
for different.
Yeah, it's
One of these things is just like the other.
That's it. That's all we got.
It's over.
Okay.
Thank
Bye.
you, Colleen.
See ya.
Didn't get to say